Hello everybody, Xander here, and today we are back with another book review. We're finally capping off March. Apologies again for taking up so much time that wasn't in March, but we're finally finishing it off with Vinland Saga Book 8 by Makoto Yukimura. And obviously talking about the plot of this book is going to be kind of spoilers for the other ones, just so you know. We're going to get a basic rundown of the plot, and then we'll get into spoiler discussion for the latter half, which I'll let you know about. After the events of Book 7, Thorfinn, Einar, and the others go back to Greenland to visit Thorfinn's family, but it ends up being kind of a brief visit as they have to help out a young woman named Gudrid, who is running away from her arranged marriage, and she wants to go traveling, the world as a sailor and not what everyone else wants her to do as a woman. And that's kind of the basic rundown of the plot for the most part. Pretty basic, I know. I like this book for what it kind of is, which is set up for the next arc in the series, but it still is pretty good for setup. It's got a decent start for these new characters and does well at following up on the characters we all already know. And that's all I've got to say, really. Seeing how... you know what? I don't think I used my new ranking system for the last Earthsea book for the last review I just did, even though I did that with Holly. So let's remember to do that. So I think I'm going to give, for my 1 out of 10 rating system now that I'm going to do with books, I'm going to give Vinland Saga Book 8 I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because it is set up for later stuff, but it's still pretty good. So there you go. So we're going to get into brief spoiler discussion. So if you don't want to get spoiled, go check this book out and leave the video now. So if the rest of you guys are gone, let's talk about it. So, like I said, Thorfinn and the gang come back to Greenland to hang out with Thorfinn's family and reunite, which is kind of what they did at the end of Book 7, but still we're kind of following up on that. Thorfinn decides that he needs to go find a place to create Vinland, and he needs money to do that, to get supplies and stuff. So he has to convince this head of a family, a very powerful family, to loan him money. And it just so happens that that same family is trying to get an arranged marriage going with Gudrid, who again wants to be a sailor and travel the world, unlike what everyone else wants her to do, and be more of a traditional woman. The book actually opens with like a flashback where apparently Leif Erikson has known Gudrid for a while, with her being his sister-in-law, I think, despite him being pretty old, but I guess that's just how it is. And they've had this long-running relationship of she tries to, trick him into bringing her somewhere far away, and never really works. And she's still trying that, but she's now, caught the interest of both Thorfinn and Einar, who are just kind of weirded out by her. We get to see some of this royal family, specifically like the son who is the one trying to marry the girl. So we got that. And Thorfinn gets an audience with Halfdan and tries to get him to give him some money, which he doesn't really do, but he's able to convince him to give him a sizable stock in narwhal horns, which he plans to trade to some merchants in Greece, which is where Thorfinn is now going to sell some stuff and maybe start working on Vinland. Gudrid then sneaks aboard, and now they are harboring her while sailing away. So that's basically how it's going to be. As they sail through, they stop at an island that is being, or has been, pillaged, and they come across a woman who is dying with her baby, and Thorfinn decides to take care of that baby, and they name him Carly. And they also have a dog to take care of, so Thorfinn's got a lot on his plate, I guess. Though they have Gudrid help take care of him, so there's that, I guess. Eventually, they're also discovered by Sigurd, who is the son of Halfdan, who's been looking for Gudrid. And at first, Thorfinn is able to convince him that Gudrid died while they were sailing, but that does not go too well, as Gudrid and the second Thorfinn were looking over on a hill, and Sigurd noticed and started trying to attack them afterward, but they were able to get away in time, and Sigurd's left all alone, I guess. After that, they stop again and have camp while Thorfinn's looking around, and they end up coming across a bear, which is definitely strange because it's winter, so the bears should be hibernating, but not this bear, who ends up attacking them. Thorfinn's able to put up a good fight, but it's someone else who ends up taking the bear down with a crossbow bolt. It turns out that the person who did this was a woman by the name of Hild, who has like this scar on her face, or maybe burn, I forgot. But she basically strips all of the meat out of the bear and keeps the pelt, and camps out a little bit with Thorfinn and the gang and talks. By the end of this conversation that she has with them, she reveals why she's there, and that's because some time ago her village was destroyed by a group of raiders, and the leader of those raiders was a man by the name of Askeladd, and the guy who worked for him was named Thorfinn, and Thorfinn obviously knows exactly what she's talking about and doesn't really deny it, but Hild is still not too happy and is about to shoot him, and that's where the book ends. So it's quite the ending, so pretty fun. Like I said, this is pretty good. The art is amazing. Pretty good. Don't know where I want to show some art without spoilers. Any spoiler art, because you know how it is. And then we got our old baddie over here, half Dan. And I assume he's going to be kind of a villain, I guess. But who knows what we'll see on this island. Oh wait, I don't need to worry about spoiler art because I just gave you spoilers. I should have done that earlier. Whatever. Yeah, I enjoyed this book. I hope you guys do if you end up reading this. And I'm excited to eventually read the other books. I'm not sure how many more will come out after the ones that are already released, but we'll have to wait and see. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you at all liked what you saw, and check out some of my other stuff, especially book reviews, which I'm doing more of. Later on I'll release a TBR short for what I'm going to be reading officially for April. And that'll be all. See you guys next time. Take care.